What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today's a big day. It's a big day, people, because every now and then we got a card that completely changes everything, right? Like Gilgamesh for Zoo, we had X23 for Destroy, maybe Thena for Kitty Pride, Dex, Arrow for My Life. You get the picture. But none of these, except the last one, really pale in comparison to what Madam Web is about to do to move decks, move cards, and the entire archetype. But if you're anything like myself, it's been a while. You haven't really played much with the movement decks, and so today I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, the basic synergies of her, and really a deck to get you started that's absolutely cracked after my first day of playing the card. Now, outside the garbage movie of Madam Web, no one really knew about her at all. I surely didn't know much about her. And God, did she have a miserable existence, just in general. But she has a pretty cool story that was fun to learn about, and I kind of summed it all up in a nice, neat video over on my second channel, CozyTV. And I just want to take like a quick moment for you guys, not waste your time, but say thank you. This is the first time I'm starting this second channel thing, and boy, the support has been there. Over 10K subs. The views are there, and it just means a lot that you guys can see my passion for the subject shining through, and you guys just coming back to support. It really shows and gives me the confidence to keep making the videos. And so go check that out for all the lures that come out with the new cards and more cards to come here pretty soon. But let's talk about her in Marvel Snap. Now, she's a 2-cost, 1-power card with an ongoing ability that you can move one of your other cards away from her location each and every turn, which we know is awesome because usually it takes a full card to get movement going for the archetype. And we're going to jump right into the star ratings here with the competitive tier up first. And in the long haul, guys, I just don't see how she doesn't become a 5-star card across the board. Not only for the movement archetype and those that enjoy that deck, but as a plug-and-play card and something to deck build with in the future. In my testing, both in movement and out of it, absolutely crazy. She worked just how we thought she was going to, and definitely serves up a 5-star rating here. Don't feel bad about it at all. Now, in the fun category, I'm going to give her about a 4. In movement decks, pure 5. Awesome stuff you can do there. And overall in the game, I think she's about a 4. Just giving yourself this crazy, powerful ability to change your mind and do different combos is really fun. Spices up some cards I love, like Arn and Zola, and some move cards as well. Flexibility, gonna give her a 4, 4.5 here. I mean, really, yes, move decks is a great home, but because of this powerful ability, I see her working in plenty of decks in the future, giving yourself that agency to go into other locations, maybe change your mind, and or just confuse your opponent or come up with some new combos. As for the stability department, guys, I don't know. I'm gonna give this a fat. I have no freaking idea for star ratings because they know what they're doing here. They built the ability. They've already kind of tuned her down. She was a 2-3, and so I think this is kind of where she's going to be for now. If she overtakes the meta for a long time to come, maybe they change her. So, I don't know, middle of the pack, this one's hard to tell. Now, listen, I might get a little bit of flack for giving her a 5-star, but for me, it doesn't have to mean it's the best card in the game, but a card that's just imperative to the collection, great for an archetype, good as a plug-and-play card, fun, flexible, kind of knocks all those things out. And Madam Web here, very hard card to judge just day one. In my initial testing especially, people and opponents are playing a ton of counters that you're not going to see even a week from now, maybe 2 weeks from now, like Enchantress. I was running into more of those than usual. Clog is a problem, but also Falcon and or Madam can kind of take care of that. Phoenix Force, you can, eat it up and it might mess up your plan, but there are ways around it. But yeah, I still, I back up the rating that I give her. All right, with that, guys, let's go and talk some synergy, right? First of all, don't mind the scratch on my face. My son decided to just claw me in between takes here, so don't mind that. But let's go and start with move cards first. Obviously, we knew Dagger was going to skyrocket in value. Right now, Meta has a lot of cards on each side of the board, so she just flourishes with Madam Web. But guys, Human Torch might be the biggest winner. Yes, Killmonger keeps him in check, but you can play him on curve. You can scale him crazy high with merge cards and other move enable cards. But you can combine this with things like Living Tribunal that we'll talk about here in a moment that just get crazy power potential across all the lanes. Vulture, obviously really good as well, just able to get him up. Wasn't played all that much in even regular move decks, but now you can get him to a dependable about 14 power. Plus, Hercules is great, right? Hercules is great when you don't really care about the power, something like the Living Tribunal, and he does fit in there with Madam Web. Of course, you can go with something like Mystique if you want to double that up and go full ping pong crazy. Now, other than that, guys, clearly all the move enable cards, things like that. Magic is great because it allows move to continue to scale up. While your opponent just can play bigger cards, you're able to multiply your cards, and that's the whole point of move, right? Now, let's talk about outside the box. We kind of hinted on this in the Snapchat. Again, Living Tribunal, getting these move cards to crazy 100+ power and then spreading that is sensational. Really good synergy there. I think alone, Arnim Zola is going to skyrocket in his value because you're able to move a card away from the Madam Web lane, keep it by itself isolated, and then copy it into 2 lanes. Keep in mind, this is outside of move decks, right? We're going to be seeing a lot of move synergy today, but all week we're going to be testing this with other combos. On the Snapchat, I mentioned control decks a ton. I thought that this was a great home for, obviously, not only something like Professor X, but I think Goose and her pair up well. And if you look at it, we have ongoing Goose, ongoing Madam Web, and wait for it, ongoing Jean Grey. Jean Grey's been kind of an awkward card, but now you have a way to not only continue to play cards on the lane that you have to with Jean, but then you can move them to other lanes your opponent's locked. Really good against the right decks, and they can all play into Spectrum. Arnim Zola cards like Black Panther. Obviously, Lockjaw is going to have some synergy here with Madam Web as well. There's way more than meets the eye. I think that we're just getting started with what she could do in the plug-and-play department, but in the move area, she's obviously really good. And so with that, let's go and talk about today's deck. And the first one we're going to try out with Madam Web. Now, there's a lot of fun decks that I wish I would highlight right now, right today, and I think people are overcomplicating things with Madam Web. I wanted to stick to her roots, stick with move, and as Michael Scott says, keep it simple, stupid. Presenting moves like Dagger, just a very straightforward move deck that does incredibly well because you have a new tool to give you a ton of power to scale. Now, looking at the core deck build, there are some sexy things that we can do here, and we can flex out some cards, and we can put in like Beast and Falcon and Living Tribunal. That's another deck for another time. This is just straightforward move and giving you a ton of cards that can move other cards. On top of Madam Web that can already do this, we have Ghost Spider, Iron Fist, Nico. You have Madam Web herself, Cloak, Symbiote Spider-Man, and of course Heimdall all can move other cards. And then we have the big-time movers like Human Torch, Dagger, Multiple Man with Hulkbuster and or Symbiote, and then Vulture to get that power spiking. You know, I gotta tell you, I found this deck to be pretty consistent. You don't have to skyrocket numbers to make them crazy to just win the game. And, you know, you can go huge boom if you get the right draws with that Multiple Man, playing that Hulkbuster. Again, maybe even getting that Symbiote on top of that. But just having Madam manipulate these move cards to build them up and then using things like Symbiote into these move cards to play them again. You're going to see from the battles today, there's some crazy high IQ plays that you can run because of all the different move potential in the deck. Now, after playing a lot of it, I would say Heimdall at times felt great, as he always does, but there was times where I probably would switch him out for something like Beast just to be able to manipulate the move cards even more. If not Beast, go with Falcon. We have so many one-cost drops that you can go with. And then, of course, you know, I try to keep things a bit more on the simple side here without putting too many hard-to-reach cards, but Hercules is fantastic with Madam Web. Really like Hercules with another build, but he does work here as well. And really, guys, the deck comes down to patience, because you probably have not played move a lot. Make sure you don't just waste these move enable cards just when you can, but really make sure that you use them to your advantage. Playing Madam Web with and against locations is huge. Something like Monster Island or even X Mansion, you can move those cards around and just flex things out. Other than that, make sure you save Nico for the right spell. Cloak even is great, but you need to analyze if it's going to kind of hurt you or help you against your opponent. And don't underestimate just the easy power that Vulture and Dagger and even Human Torch can get to. And this is a great kind of core to get you started into the more complex stuff that we're going to continue to put out this week. And you guys are going to see in today's battles that Madam Web really amplifies this deck. Now, guys, even though this is the main deck we'll be highlighting today, I didn't want to leave you high and dry. We got to showcase some of the more fun, crazy decks out there right now. And Webmaster is a great start and is performing pretty well, all things considered. This might be why they did nerf Taskmaster. And essentially, the whole game plan is you're kind of all in on Human Torch and or Dagger. Now, Dagger's a bit tougher to pull off with the Taskmaster combo, and you're not going to get as big because Taskmaster is 6 now. But with Human Torch, you can bounce him back on turn 5 so that on turn 6, you're able to play him down and Taskmaster for a huge double lane finish. But also in this deck, I have Shang-Chi, which I think could go in the deck previously as well as a nice counter. Usually these decks can skyrocket in one lane, but they need help in another, and I think Shang-Chi serves that purpose really well here, and it doesn't go all in on the Taskmaster thing. And what's great is you don't have to have Taskmaster for this deck to perform, because you do have Falcon and Beast to get back Ghost Spider and Iron Fist and Dagger, and get these cards just really building up in a couple lanes anyway. Of course, you still have Hercules, and mainly he's there to ramp up your Human Torch as fast as possible, and or Dagger. And in short, this deck's just a lot of fun. This was the one I was going to showcase, but I did go with a more kind of modern approach so more people could play it. But definitely give Webmaster a try. And then the other one we have, we've seen builds of this before, but move Tribunal, as I kind of talked about in the video. It's not Webmaster in the sense of Taskmaster, but really, we're just trying to get these cards to go everywhere. Dagger, you want Vulture, and you want Human Torch to be ping-ponging all around with Hercules and bouncing them back with Falcon and Beast, just building up the power. You don't care where they land. And then you try to play Magic down, and or you don't even need to half the time, and you slam down the Living Tribunal to get a nice 28 plus in all the lanes. It can be tough to deal with this deck for sure, outside of obviously ongoing counter cards. And this is the fun build. Like, you're not going to win every game. You're not going to have good draws all the time, but it's definitely insane some of the numbers that you can put out there. And with that, let's go and jump into some battles. Going to have a lot of videos on her outside the move department today. Obviously, we had to start there. And guys, we are at 140K, 10K from 150. That was the goal that we set back in January. So if you watch the videos every day, be sure to subscribe down below to get us to the mark by December. Would mean the world. Like, what a cool accomplishment to get there. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop on in. All right, we have a Vulture, Hulkbuster, Symbiote, and we did get our Dagger. I don't mind this opening lineup at all. Going straight to turn 2, let's see if Square here plays something. Probably an emoji, I guess. Destroyed Mansion. It's fine. We don't want Clog, obviously, but that we can deal with it. This is actually really good. After you play your next card, double this card's power. This into Hulkbuster here is actually completely cracked, right? Like, we love that. We could play this down if we want to, but we're gonna not yet. Less cracked. It is less cracked now, I can tell you that. But we can still make use of it. Wakanda, okay. There's the web. We kind of need to play web over there too. Let's go and get Hulkbuster down now, and then we'll get Vibranium. This is at least going to do okay. Brutal. I mean, it just resets Wakanda Embassy. Okay. Look at this, guys. This is great. All right, so we get a little something going over there. We have Ghost Spider, which yet again, we could like double the Nico if we want to go that route. I think we'll go Madam into Dagger over here. I mean, a lot of decisions we can do here, but let's do this. Okay. Man, it's brutal. We'll play down Spider-Man, and I'll show you why we're going to do that. Yo, I feel like we played this wrong, but that's okay. We're going to figure it out. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's see what we want to do. So this is going to go to the Ghost Spider. So moving Dagger over here, right? This gives us 13, which would stop this card too. This all goes up. So we'll win this left lane. Then we play down Vulture. Then we activate this. Then we play Cloak. Is this just like the most 5-head thing of all time? Then we play this down. I think this is the craziest play I've ever done. This will go to this, reactivating this. The last card you played here moves here, which was the Vulture. We're gonna snap. I think this guy thinks he has it in the bag, and I think we can squeak this out, dude. I think we could squeak this. This is the 5,000 IQ stuff that I hate doing, especially while filming. He probably has just good cards to play here, but let's see what happens. Okay, so this goes all the way up to 20. He Luke Cages, that helps him to 19. Yo, I think we won. I think we won. We merge, reactivates, pulls that over. Oh my god. I'm a god. I'm a genius. It was the best move play I've ever made. Okay, power here does not count on Cancun. We have Nico and Ghost Spider now. Nico is letting us move ahead of time, so this is actually a fantastic play, and we have multiple mana as well, so we are going to hope we get Hulkbuster, Symbiote. There's a couple cards we want now. Bar with No Name and Cancun. Both of these are legit worthless locations. So not exactly what I would call ideal. I suppose we'll just play here and hope that they play a card over there, which I think they would, right? Because power doesn't count. Okay, so nothing happens to Dagger. Fantastic. Is okay. Human Torch. Yeah, I mean we could play this and then play this and then play this next turn. Probably the route I want to go. So we'll go Iron Fist here. Do nothing. Play Vulture. Probably snap pretty soon. Ooh, they're gonna snap, so we're just gonna snap back. I kind of like our odds here. We got this Vulture going mega big. Ooh, and we got Madam. Okay, so let's go Vulture here, Ghost Spider here, and then probably Madam on 5, but we'll figure that out. Interesting. It's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. We're okay. We're okay. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Madam Web has to go here. Okay, so we're going to go like this. So 18. We just have to have the power difference, which we're going to have a pretty big power difference here. So 24, this immediately goes into this, and then this. Look at this. Okay, so we're only going to have 3 here, and we just need to beat this guy by 3, which I think we're going to, right? We have 27 going on here. Dude, I think this is just a dubs. Maybe he changes this location, so we throw that down. I think this is just a dubs, because Vulture's going to go more than 39, actually. I would assume he leaves. Yeah, wow. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Look at Madam Web getting this is a great instance of Madam getting us out of a sticky situation. No pun intended, but kind of pun intended. Alrighty, guys. Well, we have a great first turn here as we can draw into our deck pretty easily. So let's go to get Nico down right now, and we can kill Iron Fist and then hit the Human Torch over. Ooh, okay. Bummer. Bummer. All right, it's okay. We'll live. Probably we'll just sacrifice Hulkbuster then instead. That's a bummer though. Okay, so we got Web, we got Vulture, exactly what we're looking for. They go Cassandra Nova. And we have Luke's Bar. Okay, well that's kind of good for us. We definitely want Web out now. I kind of want to get Web on X Mansion outside of a Destroy card. This to me seems like nothing but value because we could just move whatever card is over there and get the, you know, kind of eat from there. So let's try that. Ooh, Doc Ock taking Dagger is annoying for sure, to say the least, but we'll figure it out. Okay, anything but destruction, right? Maximus, we'll take that all day, thank you. And a Dagger. Well, would you look at that, guys? All going according to plan, dude. This guy's got to be so mad. Okay, let's move this Dagger here and Vulture here. Ghost Spider there. Move the Vulture, and we're cooking. Okay, kills our Madam Web. Frustrating. Failed to counter deck day 1, but you know what? We're gonna be okay. We have Heimdall too, so both those Daggers are going to feast. We just have to make sure we leave those spaces open. I think what we want to do here. If we go cloak, we can move the dagger and the dagger. But then that kind of helps him out. I'm thinking probably, guys, just this is what we're going to want to do. I mean, that only helps us with the daggers. He's got a demon to play down. Yeah, I think we're fine. He's probably just going to retreat this, I would assume, right? Because he's going to assume I have Heimdall, or at least he should. Combine this bad boy. Did I activate that? Did I activate that? Okay, I did. Yeah, he's out of here. Okay, so we would have combined that with the dagger, gone up. Both these daggers would have feasted. It destroyed this left lane. Vulture comes over, gets another 6. We have Heimdall there, beats that lane. Easy dub. All right, Madam Web, multiple man, cloak and vulture. Just love these locations. Let's go and get Madam down now, and then we'll definitely play down Vulture here in a moment. Ooh. Okay. Interesting. We do something like this to get multiple man on the board and then get 2 of these. It's kind of awkward, but we get two Hulks is decent. Let's go with the multiple man plague, and then we'll kind of figure it out from there. I think what we'll do... Okay, that's fine. And by fine, I mean I'm going to cope with it. I think what we'll do is we'll send this over here. Then we can cloak and move these Hulks and just win that way. They can't just show the games that we get Madam to pop off. We need to show games where, you know, we got to try some other strategies. We can go with the Hulkbuster 50-50 and then cloak in the mid and spread that power. That's tempting. This is also just good, and then do that on turn 5. I think we could go with that. That's fine. Okay. Okay, check this out. We're going to... He's probably going to leave, but we're going to snap. Merge this. Play cloak. And play vulture. And we have, like, dude, we have a fair amount we can do. We can move these over there. We have the dagger, too. I mean, this should be enough. He's out. Oh, man. All right, cool. Victory. Cool. He felt like he had a decent thing, but we were going to be able to move the Hulk over here. Maybe have this go into one of these. This was great. All right, we got Iron Fist, Ghost Spider, Hulkbuster. Can we get a multiple man? Okay. Let's go and play nothing yet. Red Hulk. All right, we got to keep that in mind. The Volt is pretty good. All right, okay. Now we're starting to cook with some stuff. Let's go ahead and play Iron Fist here, and then we'll play the Vulture. Wow, we have 2 move locations and the Vault. We are okay with that. We could go Vulture now. We could also just go Torch into Hulkbuster now. We definitely don't hate that. I mean, there's a few routes we can go with. I think we could just save Vulture. He's just going to get good value no matter what. So we'll go with this for now. And, yeah. Okay. Let's go and play probably Ghost Spider here in the middle. And then we'll play Vulture here. We have Heimdall. We have the Volt. Like, we have a lot we can work off with that. Copycat is Nico. He copies that. Okay. Well, we know he's probably not going to play Killmonger now. Ooh, we got the web. We did get the web. That's huge. That would be the only thing we would play, though, here. Which we can move things over here anyway. So, quite honestly, I think we're just going to play Symbiote. We did get Madam a little bit too late. We'll just play Symbiote and then see what we want to do. Okay. So that's going to change that. We can't play on New York. Oh. You see, this complicates things a tad. Because Mojo World, right? So we're winning this already. We know he's going to play. I mean, do we just play down? He could go Hulkbuster. If we merge into this, or into one of these, we don't know what. Then we play this. These two go. We're still winning this one, and we put... Yeah, I mean, I think this is pretty good, yeah? I think this just wins it. Well, he does have Captain, though. Hold on. He does have Captain. So would it be smarter to do this? I don't know. This is tough. Wow. I didn't think he was going to go that route, but he did. Okay. Let's see what happens here. Kamartage.
There's no strings on me.
Yeah, what a crazy turn this guy just had. It goes to Torch. That's, is that enough? I think that's just enough just with that, yeah. That's awesome. Wow. All right. That's insane. There's a lot of ways we could have lost that, but we just kept it simple.
Victory.
Kept it simple. Ooh, Luke's bar is always good. We're going to just snap into that because we have Iron Fist, and let's just get this off to a good start. Okay. Not ideal, but we can make it work. Let's just get this down now, and then we can play Madam Web when we need to. You know, this is where we really want to have like Hulkbuster or whatever. Okay, he plays Web. All right, we'll play our own Madam here, and then we'll play Iron Fist here, and then see what we want to do. I think that's fine. We're clogging our Madam a little bit, but that's okay. We can make a copy of a card. Yeah, it's probably good. We want to play Iron Fist, though, so we'll go ahead and play that into here. And then I'll play Nico down now, just because anytime we're going to get a copy, that's good, right? We can move these clones later. We don't need to move them now. Steggy? Yo, okay. Well, maybe we do need to move them now. I mean, we still have Heimdall potentially, too. This is great to get these going. We'll definitely play this now. We're going to get a copy of this Nico, so we're going to start really popping off here. Yeah, this is fine. We misread the Nico copy in the order of operations. That's okay, but we do have the movement with the cloak now, so, I mean, dude... The world is our oyster here. Let's move all the multiple men over. That sounds smart to us. We're already winning this middle. We have 12 there. Okay, so let's go with this. I mean, we're going to have to play... I mean, this guy can surely beat us a number of ways. Kind of complicated what we want to do, but let's go to move all the multiple men, and then we're going to move... Or we're just going to play these two guys right here. We're gonna hope that's enough to do it. Yo, wait, did that guy just beat... Thank you. That guy had us, man. Well, actually, no. Okay. All right. I think we were going to beat him anyway, but that was amazing. What a... Thank you. All right, we have Vibranium Mines. We do have the Iron Fist. We do have the Dagger now. A couple things we could do. We're going to do nothing, though. We're going to kind of hang on. Keep our cards close to our chest. Sinister London. Alrighty. Let's do this now, and then we can play with the Hulkbuster in a minute. Ooh, okay. So just like for a million reasons, this is crazy good. Okay. It's an Airship deck, by the way, so there's that. We could play this now. This is also really cooking now, but let's go with this. Dude, let's just build up a massive multiple man, like a massive one, and then we will play Heimdall. That's it. He just made space for us. We couldn't be more happy. We also have Nico that we kind of need to do this now too. This is what I'm thinking. We're going to go merge, Nico, Hulkbuster now. Well, we want 2 of those though. We're going to merge, hit him with the Hulkbuster now, and then we'll go Vulture here or there. It doesn't really matter. We'll go here because we can. This is going to be ridiculous. I mean, he's going to realize very soon that he needs to retreat, right? Like, watch this. You have that. Into that. That, by the way, is a 15 over there. Fantastic. Okay. That's not how Eliath works. Well, I mean, we just go with the activated. You know, it's not that they ruin the video. It's just like, why would they do that? Maybe they're just going for the power overall. They stayed. I can't help you. You're past helping. I mean, maybe they go Shang-Chi here, you know, something like that.
I see
Okay. Oh, okay. I see the Shadow King. Okay.
victory.
They did reset a lot of power there, but no, we're still okay. Okay, so we have Nico. Interesting. I don't really want to play her right now, though. We're gonna have to just leave her be. We have a Dazzler, which I'm guessing this means it's an Airship deck. It is. We play Nico either way. Game says, too bad. You're doing what we want you to, and that. Okay, well, this is not exactly going as planned. I don't love this, but we have to get a demon, and I might just be okay with it. We're gonna go with this for now. Okay, so we at least tie that. We do have Vulture now, too. We'll throw that on for just a little bit on top. Is it? Yeah, we got to play it there. Ooh, okay. I think I hate that. I don't know. They probably hate it more than I do. Yeah, because now they're locked in there. So they have a lot of extra energy now, but they're kind of getting tight on space, whereas we have some merging stuff. Yeah, like this, right? This obviously loses its value a tad. Cloak is just tough, right? But I think we can go Dagger here, Hulkbuster here, and then we'll figure it out. We're not going to Cloak quite yet. Look at that squirrel. Because he does not want to move his squirrel, so we might be okay. We got the torch now. So then this is where we can go. I mean, we can technically try this, but then we don't have any ways to move. So we're going to have to go with Cloak. Cloak here, that there is interesting. We kind of lose some of our... I don't love it, but we'll go Cloak now, and we'll leave... We'll leave him here in the middle. Yeah, probably. Yeah, him here in the middle. Okay, let's see. If we get Heimdall, we can maybe cook here. We don't get Heimdall. Okay. Dagger. I think this has an okay chance to win. Yeah, I mean, we just did it with that. that was easier than I thought. We assumed he was going to move something, but he was in a kind of a sticky situation. I thought he maybe would have moved the Hell Cow, but either way, I mean, we got it.